Hey everyone, and welcome to Darkson Gaming. My name is Chris, and in today's video, we are making our first jump into the Extreme Super Battle Road, and we are going to be starting things off with the Extreme Strength units going up against the Super Physical team. So, I made probably a little more, maybe less conventional team, but by far the best team. I've seen a couple different people run this team, and it has really, it's just devastating. I mean, this is led by Omega Shenron, and he is just amazing powerhouse here. I mean, the whole entire point that he is going for is with his passive skill, and his passive skill is probably one of the best passive skills to have in this entire Extreme Super Battle Road. Thanks to his Extreme Z Awakening, all enemies have attack minus 40%, and it's just absolutely devastating from that point because, as you can see here, I'm getting hit like it's regular Super Battle Road. And on this rotation, you can obviously see Super Saiyan Rose, and then also Android 21. I'll kind of talk a little bit more about what they do throughout the battle here and just try to explain a little bit on how the way the team works. But here you can see again, I've got my friend lead with Omega Shenron, and then we're running with Strength Cell, and then also the Evil Boo Strength, Easy A Awoken, everything set ready to go from that point. And then I'm also running Cooler on the team for obvious reasons. So pretty much when it comes down to, again, just Omega Shenron being very, very powerful, he also has 1.8 million right there. I mean, he's going to be hitting very, very hard. So 1.1 is the damage he's actually dealt. I mean, you're seeing double digits coming out through here. 1.7 from Cell. He also, with his super attack, after his Extreme Z Awaken, he is going to be able to raise attack and defense infinitely. And on his 12 key, he is going to be able to recover 10% HP. I'm sorry, no, that's on his 11 key. On his 12 key, he just simply causes immense damage. But if you get his 11 key off, he's going to recover 10% HP, so a good opportunity that way if I need to be able to get that going through. Although you're not going to probably get that too often with this team, especially with the Cooler buff, and then also with the Super Saiyan Rose buff. And then just really, like any other Super Battle Road that you're going to be running, you're going to probably want to try to go for one of the non-leaders first. The more enemies you have, the less HP each character has, but it's still just a ton. As you can see, I actually had a problem when I was going through and trying to edit the video. Had to break it up a couple different times due to some different issues that I had, but here you can actually see Android 21, and the reason why we wanted to bring Android 21 is she is very versatile when it comes down to Extreme Super Battle Road. First, her passive, she's going to be getting Key plus 3 and attack and defense plus 90%, which obviously is always going to be very beneficial. And then attacked enemies attack and defense is negative 20% for 2 turns. So, I mean, that right there, again, kind of fitting along with the theme of everybody reducing the attack of the characters that they're going against. The Cell there, when he's coming up, as long as he's attacked an enemy, then he's going to be giving them attack and defense minus 20%, as long as they're facing at least 2 or more enemies. So you have to be a little strategic there when he's on rotation and how things are going to be set up, because you do want to make sure you always have 2 units. Now, on this particular fight, I kept kind of going back and forth between the two enemies, between Great Saiyaman 1 and Great Saiyaman 2, because I didn't want to kill one and then essentially lose a negative 20% attack. So here we're just going to kind of go right off the bat, try to get everyone kind of taken care of on this standpoint. But Rose, man, I know at some point he's going to turn around and end up getting an easy A, and I just don't even, I can't even imagine what his easy A would be like. I mean, he's getting an attack plus 120%, and then let alone he's giving all extreme class allies Key plus 3 and defense plus 50%, and all super class enemies attack and defense minus 20%. I mean, there is no condition on it. I mean, you're seeing here double digits. Super Boo, or excuse me, not Super Boo, Evil Boo. Evil Boo, he's in this particular instance, he's actually going against some Majin Buu Saga characters, so he is going to have his full passive after his Extreme Z Awaken, but it's attack and defense plus 90%, and then just straight up all enemies attack and defense minus 20%, and launches an additional super attack with a high chance of evading enemies' attack when there is a Majin Buu Saga category. So this particular fight here is very beneficial for him, and he's really going to be able to cause some problems. Now here, again, you're going to have to be careful. I'm at 50% health with the Great Saiyaman 2, and I don't want to lose that negative 20% passive from Cell, so I am going back and forth between the two to make sure that I'm kind of distributing everything evenly on it. And we want to make sure that we are able to really keep that as long as possible. But I mean, we got super attacks that are only doing 80,000. Those are typically regular attacks, and where I'm turning around and hitting up for a million. I mean, look at that, 4 digits. You know, here it is, another damage output of 1.1 with the crit. So very, very nice on the way that's set up. The team is linking pretty well. It's not perfect by any means. I mean, I don't even think Evil Boo is even able to link with anybody, but I think he's got Kamehameha for a link if he's with Goku Black, but still that negative 20% pretty good when it comes down to it. Not to mention he's raising his attack for 6 turns every time he's attacking. But Android 21, just kind of go back to her real quick, another benefit that she's got is the fact that she's going to be recovering 10% HP every time she attacks. So again, she's just going to be constantly being able to do some different things. Now here, everything should be fine. This is not a no item run. I did not want to try to attempt any no item runs. If I get one of my attempts going through, that's fine. But on a couple of these, I did have some RNG issues. However, this particular one, it's the first try, so I didn't have to really get through and try to figure out, well, what's going to happen, everything else. I am going to have another video coming out next, which is going to be the super strength characters, and that one, RNG is a little bit more heavy, but I mean, here we are again, just continuously hitting up some massive damage. But here, 1.3 million, and she's going to be able to recover 10% HP. Not to mention, she's lowering attack and defense, just constant. Everybody lowering attack and defense. This is the battle that I think I finally end up having to use an item, and it was just really the fact that I just didn't want to lose. I wanted to guarantee that I was going to win. But the way this team essentially does work is obviously, like any other Super Battle Road, you're going to want to make sure that you're turning around and having your units set up the best to the field, because yes, you want to have your rotations that you want to make sure that you keep, but unfortunately, if everybody's attacking on slot 3 and your number 1 character is also your best defensive person, you've got to throw them back there in order to stay alive, or you're using an item in order to stay alive. On this particular one, though, Omega Shenron must be on every rotation. His negative 40% attack is just too key. I mean, 17,000 right there. I mean, that's just absolutely devastating. And then he's hitting for a million. I mean, but right here, we've got everybody, you know, really they got, it's not a cumulative negative 80% on their attacks, but it's 40%, and then 20%, then another 20%. So it's not quite 80. I think it probably rounds out to be about 74%. But still, I mean, that's just absolutely devastating. I mean, we're not going to take much of anything. So here, again, Rose just is who he is. He's going to be there to kind of protect up. Omega's still going to be probably the best damage dealer. That's why I'm throwing him in the second slot here. And the best damage reducer, I think his defense is 116,000. So, again, pretty good there. But 1.5, I mean, he's just something else. And he should be, probably if they're going to be doing the same thing that they did with the other leads, what were they? 70% leads? I think that ended up getting the Easy A's last time, or 90% leads, can't remember now. But the 120 leads, the last 2 leads that ended up getting it was Rose and Vegito Blue. So I'm sure that's going to happen this time, because they are both 120 for every extreme or super class if you have one of every type. So that's how that's kind of set up. But I could see their EZA probably going to just being straight extreme or straight super, and probably get some additional buffs. But yeah, here, I mean, I'm just down too low, and I think this is where I end up using an item. But I can't remember. Yeah, I ended up using the Princess Snake. That's what it was. So, but again, I mean, definitely gonna be fine there. And the biggest reason why is if I still had Cell's passive, I probably wouldn't have used anything. But again, I just kind of got a little excited and ended up just going straight after Trunks, and then I ended up not being able to do anything from that standpoint. So, again, here, Android 21 it should be able to tank most everything pretty well, but again, Omega Shenron just the person that shines. I mean, Easy A is by far the greatest thing that has ever happened to this game, because who would have ever thought that these characters would not have, would have still been as beneficial as what they are. But, here Android 21 hitting for 1 million, and I'm trying to think what, okay, so 8.2, so she's still taking 4-digit attacks, I mean, that's just disgusting. But the rotations here just the team is just so simple. I mean, if you need to be able to go through and beat this level, this should be one of the easiest ones. So definitely a theme that maybe you might want to take when going on to any of the Extreme Battle Road units or roads that you want to go ahead and take. You're probably going to want to go ahead and make sure that, hey, any damage reduction, if you can make a full team of damage, or excuse me, not damage reduction, obviously that would be great, but anybody that's going to lower attack, that's just going to be phenomenal all the way around. So hopefully that's something that you're able to go ahead and do, and we're going to find out. I actually haven't gotten much. I actually just got done building my teams also for the physical, but I haven't had a chance to run them. I have been too busy trying to get link levels and everything else. And that's the other thing. I don't think anybody on this team is link leveled up. I'm pretty confident everybody is link level 1. So just imagine if people were up higher. But Omega Shenron is just great. I mean, I actually ended up throwing a sticker on him because his sticker is actually really, really cool. I do have a video that talks about applying stickers, and I ended up doing it on that video, and I was very surprised at how cool his ended up looking. So in case you guys haven't had a chance to see what his looks like, I can't remember if I actually clicked on it here or not throughout the battle, but yeah, I mean, it's ends up being pretty good. But I mean, from here on out, I mean, here we go. We're gonna actually be getting the Dokkan attack. I don't know why I didn't throw Omega up first. I mean, Omega still would have been hitting pretty hard, but I mean, cooler. I mean, here he's got 1.9 million, going into it. But for some reason, I think I don't know why I was assuming he was transformed or whatever, and that he was going to be getting guaranteed crits and all this other stuff with them being the Saiyans and the half Saiyans, or hybrid Saiyans. But hey, 2.6 million across the board, everybody. That's always nice. So pretty decent, 1.9 million. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Cooler was the better choice to be able to throw up to the front there. But I mean, we're just gonna be knocking people off at this point. I mean, hopefully we will get rid of Goten right away here, and really just, I mean, right there, almost 1 million. Then he's gonna get the double attack. And yeah, again, 9.24 on the crit, so it's just good. And this entire time, we never went down below 30% to have the opportunity for Android 21 to actually transform. But if you wanted to have her transform or ever get her down to that point, she's going to be recovering 13 HP at the start of the turn. Not to mention, not that it matters, but she disables enemy's guard. But then she gets 130 attack and defense instead of the 90. So she starts hitting and tanking even better than what she already is. And then, but realistically, you really don't want her transformed, because that attack and defense minus 20% for 2 turns is much, much better than being able to recover 13 HP. So good thing to not have to worry about ever getting that far below, with that 30% chance then for her to be able to actually transform. But otherwise, just all the way around, I mean, she's still gaining 10% on her attack, super attack, whenever she does, so good there. I can't remember if I transform. Oh yeah, I do transform with him, just because of the fact that it's a really cool transformation. And I just go ahead and decide to say, yeah, why not? Let's just go ahead and transform him because hey, what showcase do you not want to see Cooler transform as one of the best? Really, what kind of started the whole entire animation style of super attacks and transformations. So ends up getting everything pretty good. But I mean, realistically, at this point, I mean, I've used one item, everything's fine. I mean, at this point, I'm definitely gonna end up winning the round. But it's yeah, there we go, pumping them up, looking just it looks so great. It's just exactly from the anime. These animations that they end up throwing into these things, and then even with the sound when his mask comes on, I mean, it's straight from the anime. I mean, if nothing gives you a throwback than that, I mean, it's amazing. And here, I think I end up just like throwing them up. But yeah, that animation is just really cool. So can never pass up on an opportunity, really, at least in one type of a video, to be able to showcase Cooler's transformation. But hopefully this video has been able to kind of go through. Oh yeah, that right there is the Omega Shenron. That right there is the Omega Shenron. I'll probably tag that because that's at about the 16-minute mark here. But that, I think, is one of the coolest animations so far that I've seen with the sticker. Him, and then the Blue Evolution Vegeta is really cool. And then I also like the second form Frieza. I ended up throwing one on him, and he's at my World Tournament unit that I really like using. And with him at link level 10s all the way across the board, wowzers. I mean, he is just really good. So, and he's got big bad bosses, and link level 10 on that, best one, good to go. So, we're getting ready to finish it off here and wrap everything up, but otherwise, that is it. We've got it beaten. I want to say thank you very much for listening. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to go and hit that red subscribe button, and make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you get notified every single time I'm loading up a new video. And please let me know in the comments below how you guys are doing on Extreme Super Battle Road. And then also, if you have any comments, questions, or anything else, just let me know. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you guys later.